Hello everyone and welcome back to Comic Studio, and where today we're going to be checking out the Antonblast Comic Studio. And probably that the last video, it was probably for some sort of the game made from Google on the ground up as well, but now it's probably depreciated in back in the previous video like this thing as well. But now for today's video, and that I cannot believe that we're going to be for this thing as well. So pretty much announcement for this thing as well. Eastern Sunday, or the Easter Sunday, will absolutely might going to be coming up in the next week, but I'm not pretty sure that wasn't going to be making any sense like this thing as well. So it was owned by Summit Spear and probably owned by the FRNK. So it's absolutely going to be doing this thing as well. If you might going to be sending all inquiries to him as well, before it's absolutely might going to be taking down for some kind of companies as well, because there must be containing spoilers was actually for one thing as well. So this is the work in progress Antonblast Comic Studio. Enjoy your stay for perhaps like the 3 of those sections as well. The main characters could be for around Anton, Annie, Bluro, or for some sort of Barulo, Satan, and Paul. The bosses could be for some sort of villains, such as Brawlbuster, Tailbuster, Smallbuster, Maulbuster, and the Freako Dragon. And some of the myths could be for Danton and the enemies like them fell, or some sort of the enemies as for kind of crazy bad. This is going to be even crazier than I unexpected to do this as well. Another category called the fan made. So the things made by the Antonblast community. So this is absolutely for some sort of mods. The unused content was not pretty exist. And by the way that we're going to be finding out as well. Even this is going to be the red guy as well. Starting with this actual one person. He turned into a ridiculous guy as well. This is going to be related to that we pretty not know about for this thing as well. So I didn't see this from anything as well, but I cannot believe that we're gonna be showing that what actually that I mean. So this was linked to Pizza Tower, and that wasn't gonna be pretty awesome like this thing before. You turn it ridiculous, and pretty much as well. And it has many more phases like themselves, and multiple of those things that I possibly that I never did as well. So I never going to be completely dead, but I just going to be asking that we're going to be saying this. Another one is absolutely Annie, who that was going to be taking for a little bit longer as well. So this is going to be ridiculously wild. And more of them is absolutely even more angry themselves. I cannot believe this is ridiculously weird. But Satan wasn't properly exist yet. And another one was linked to that itself, The Simpsons. That was absolutely linked to Simpsons as well. And the Paul Man could literally grow something big as well. The bosses was actually pretty ridiculous as well. It's absolutely big and pretty weird as hell. A small person that is absolutely grew big as well. Another one is the wolf. The wolf version like this could be actually ridiculous as well, bigger. The final boss of this thing could be as the Freako Dragon. So even there must be the green worker was actually for some kind of I'm not pretty sure this is then gonna be for some kind of policeman as well. So I wouldn't able to be rather like this thing as well. The enemies like those like these things are Pepo, Ballbuster, Bossbuster Blimp, the Bill, Vexman, Snapo, Juan Pablo, Daruma, Spitting Totem, and Salamander, Crab, cartoon characters like the cartoons like their persons, Fipo, Fipo, Phil, Shelby, Soap, Rubber Duck, a rubber duck, and a snail. Yep, that must be all of those mixed characters like their enemies. Pretty possible of them, so. Another one could be for some sort of props, which is features collectibles like themselves as well. So every collectibles that you might collect like these couldn't be even possible as well. Even that is gonna be hard to say like this, wasn't gonna be pretty too easy. Next one is Rulo's Casino, Deco, and Props. Yeah, that must be for two of those slots like those things as well. The bar and the slot machine. There was the Misc, Deco, and Props. It was absolutely going to be for one thing as well. This is absolutely for the most wanted man. And probably this is not going to be truly. There must be no reward as well. Another one is Rulevator. It was probably like the exit as well. This is actually linked to Pizza Tower. Or not is not going to be to do this as well. There was the Spirits, which features spirits that we got over here. And another one is the Annie's Mathors. Even more and more than like those things as well, for such as those things. Even for some sort of roulette is these things as well. Dynamites or detonators. That must be for some sort of spirit timer. Doors was actually linked to Pizza Tower. The other stage objects could be for like this one. Rowbuster stuff. And other kinds like those things. Tallbuster stuff was absolutely for some sort of boiler things. Could be even possible. Smallbuster stuff was actually even this one. The Mallbuster stuff was actually for some sort of tennis. Or the volleyball like themselves. And the Boss Arenas was actually for these things as well. There's round 1. The round 2 was actually for the small buster. The stage and the dance floor, I'm not pretty sure that wasn't gonna be exist. And there's the final stage, could be for Satan's unknown thing. Nothing whatever that we're going to be seeing this was actually turning into some kind of ruin as well. Even for deeper underground, it wouldn't absolutely as possible. There must be stages and unknown things as possible. So we wouldn't able to be scrolling down as well, even possible as well. And most of all, we got for so many completely features around with more sprites as explosions, fires, texts, timer, and combo chain, health, and targets, boss cards, tallbusters effects, the effects like their bosses as well, the bubbles, many more effects, the UHDs, and the game logos. And finally, the backgrounds as well is any other stages as completely as possible, but no stages completely founded in the fan-made and unused content. So there must be nothing here, including here in the fan-made, except the unused content was actually even we found it over here. Thankfully that must be going to be the end of this video, and of course we might going to be find something in another part. So that will be it for this video as well, and I never completely able to be saying for thanks for watching as well. So I'm gonna be signing off, but don't forget the link is gonna be in the description below. We're making for this thing for the part 2 soon, and I'll be talking to you mini lads and Comic Studio users all later, and I'll be see you in the next video next time as well. Of course, that wasn't going to be taking for a little bit strategy, but don't forget the link is going to be in description to browse some comics anyways.